Oh my goodness, 7th video and we're already at the end of our series. Where has the time gone?
We've discussed a lot over this video series, so if you haven't already, make sure to check out the previous 6 videos before watching this one.
With that being said, let's now address the myth and argument we almost always hear when talking about demilitarization. Now is not the time.
Huh?
Roll the intro, fam. We'll talk about it later. Before we absolutely rip to shreds any argument that it's best not to address this massive issue in our society, let's go through the past 6 myths as a refresher. Myths 1 and 2 are interlinked in that they thrive on the good old saying, if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. But ultimately, with this mindset, countries end up finding reasons to arm themselves, and this creates an environment of tension and insecurity. These reasons come both from international politics, aka, I have a feeling that this country who is not our ally is getting too powerful, so it's time to arm ourselves. And internal politics, aka, this arms company has made a generous donation to my party or my campaign, so I must find reasons to give them government contracts.
Myth 3 is based on the idea that accountability systems and mechanisms are fully bulletproof, pun intended, and are fully respected. But we've learned that this is not the case. There's no internationally agreed standard or verification for the use of weapons or where the weapons will finally end up.
Myth 4 is not entirely wrong, but there are other sectors that would be bigger contributors to the economy if they were awarded the same subsidies and importance as the defense industry.
Now, myth 5 is straight up rude. Here is yet again another instance of otherism. The idea that anywhere outside of Europe or North America is seen as backwards and developing. The reality of it is that the corruption so rampant within the defense industry is very much alive here. Just look at the bribery case brought upon BAE Systems in the early 2000s.
The allegations against BAE centre on deals done with 4 countries. The sale of military aircraft to South Africa, a contract to deliver an air traffic control system to Tanzania, and in Europe the sale of jets to the Czech Republic and of ships to the Romanian military. Campaigners in Britain have welcomed the SFO's action.
We're very pleased overall. We've been looking at BAE and other British arms companies for a long time, but BAE has always been one of the main targets for our campaigning. It's the largest British arms company, and we believe its activities are illegal and unethical.
Anyone saying that corruption isn't a problem here is lying to themselves.
And myth 6? Well, myth 6 is low-key patronizing too. As citizens, especially tax-paying citizens, we are entitled to know what is going on with our country's security. Fair enough, we don't need the minutes of every meeting held at the Ministry of Defense, but to say that we shouldn't question massive budget increases because it concerns national security and we shouldn't talk about it is crazy. This isn't Fight Club. We can talk about it. Listen, anyone that tells you that now is not the time to address these issues is not looking at the reality of the situation, because change is possible. There's essentially 4 ways in which we can make real change in real time.
We need to redefine the terms that define the arms trade and the secrecy that protects it. This means things like banning offsets, no longer using public funds to put forward arms contracts, making sure we get comprehensive defense budgets that aren't half blacked out because of national security, and getting our governments to fully adopt and follow international laws on arms trade regulation.
We absolutely must do better with monitoring the arms trade. Like, seriously. We have the accountability mechanisms, we have the laws, so let's actually apply them. We're talking about audits, people. Arms companies and individuals who work and promote them are not exempt from the law. If they break the law, they should face consequences. Especially in the context of corruption, we can eradicate it at the root if the systems of accountability are implemented and especially followed through.
We need realistic budgets where expenses align with real threats. The big word here is transparency, especially in defense strategies and how governments acquire the arsenal they have. This also means investing in actual threats against society, like climate change, or the growing wealth inequality we see here in the UK.
Lastly, we need to break the ties between our education systems and the global arms trade if we want to see sustainable change. And you can start breaking these ties right here, right now.
For starters, come join our community. Visit deadone.co and click join. Message us if you have any issues. On our website, you will be able to find our University and Arms database, tracking the money flow between universities and arms companies. Oh yeah, we leave no stone unturned, and we want you to help us build up that database. So if you want to get involved with research, community building, or media, come to our website and drop us a message.
Make sure to check out our other videos too, not just the ones from this series. And most importantly, if something doesn't sit right with you, question it. If you find it weird that your university screams at the top of their lungs that they're a sustainable bunch, but don't divest from the arms trade or fossil fuels, let them know.
You have agency, you have power, and most importantly, you can make change happen. All of us can.
It has been an absolute pleasure bringing this book to life and sharing these videos with you all, our wonderful viewers.
So remember to subscribe, like, hit the reminder bell, and support our mission. And remember, we ain't dead yet.
University is a place where you educate people, where you learn about the world, where you better yourself as a human being. This shouldn't be about profit, and even less so making profit out of like military contracts and stuff like that. So that's crucial.